peacefully.
All right, guys. Welcome aboard the Captain's Log. Dr. Daller today. We're answering your questions. And Doc, you got a few of your own questions, huh?
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of questions, Brien. A lot of very, very good questions.
Wait, we left Kelsey back in the doghouse.
Oh, we forgot Kelsey. Where's Kelsey? ¿Dónde está Kelsey?
That's okay.
Where is Kelsey?
You know what? I think we just had to do a boys trip today. That's why.
Right. I mean, some of these questions are awesome. Amazing questions we got.
Okay, here we go. So, one of the emails that I got, it was a direct message, was actually a guy, I guess he suffers from, what's the term for blue balls? I don't know what that is.
Right, so there's no really medical term for blue balls, but it is a condition.
And so he says, what is blue balls? Is that a thing? I have sore, his down below is a sore.
Yeah. So I mean, blue ball is a real thing. It's not something that guys say in order to get laid. I mean, I'm sure you used that term before.
No,
hey,
when I was
it
young.
Hurts. Help me out. So let's explain to the audience how do you reach that term blue balls? Even how do you get to blue balls?
Yeah.
So in order to do that, you have to understand emission and ejaculation. So your sperm that come from your testicles go through the epididymis, go to the vas, and in some people that even they have a vasectomy, you still have the ejaculate that is coming through the prostate. And that part is called emission. When it comes out of the prostate, it's called ejaculation. So these two parts are separated. So we have the part that is pre-ejaculation, when the prostate becomes engorged and full. And then we have the part that is the ejaculation itself. That part, if you are holding on, that prostate becomes engorged. Boom!
Hey!
You have a lot of discomfort there. Now that discomfort is not, oh my God, I'm going to die tomorrow, I need to go to the emergency room for that or anything like that. You don't need to take Advil or Aleve or anything like that. You just need to take care of business. So you have to ejaculate. Now, if you don't ejaculate, not the end of the world. The next, a couple of hours later, you're going to be just fine. The body is going to absorb itself.
It absorbs itself.
Correct.
But it fills up, and that's where the pain is?
That's why you have that discomfort.
So why do they say they're blue?
Okay, so sometimes when you look at your scrotum, you feel like the color is a little bit darker because of decreased blood flow and other things. But really, the scrotum itself does not become blue. It's a term that we started using and we continue to use as blue balls.
Okay, bud. So there you go.
Blue.
There's your answer. Your balls are going to be okay. You just got to dump them out. Let them go.
Right.
All right, next guy. Can you explain the phenomenon of morning wood? Yeah, morning wood. Why is it in the morning always like, hey, how you doing?
Right.
And if it's not, is that a bad thing or a good?
Okay,
tell me about it.
Let's explain morning wood. Morning wood. So why during the night, Brien, between 3 and 5 times you get an erection. These are called nocturnal erection. And the morning wood that you get is also because you were just waking up from what we call a REM sleep. And during that REM sleep, for some reason, either in your brain or other neuronal as well as hormonal changes occur. And 3 to 5 times you have an erection. That erection is very, very important to you. Why? It's the only time that your penis gets oxygenated blood. Healthy blood flow to your penis is very important. So you heard the term, if you don't use it, you lose it?
Yeah.
At nighttime, those 3 to 5 times you have that erection. It's very, very healthy.
So that's making you use it.
Making it use it, absolutely. So at nighttime, you all of a sudden get an erection. It's like going to the gym in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
You're working on the biceps, working out the biceps. Inside your penis, there are 2 cylinders. Inside those cylinders, there is smooth muscle. That smooth muscle needs to exercise. How do you exercise? Get blood flow to that area. Get it pumped. That's the pump.
So what do you do? So at night, is there something that you could do to make yourself have more than 3 to 5 woods?
Not really.
Not really. You could build a house with all that wood.
Right. You can you can get the whole scaffolding, but not really.
I want logs around the whole place.
So getting a good night's sleep is important because you do need to get those REM sleep. So you do need to get certain number of hours of sleep to do that. Rest, decrease anxiety, avoid, you and I, unfortunately, and I'm sure you do the same thing, we look at our phone before we go to bed. It's
Sure.
a mistake. Why?
It's bad?
Because that's what we think about. What the
Well,
last email,
I
the
have
last
porn
text message.
playing on it all the time. Is that good or bad?
You know, if it's porn, it's okay. If it's non-stop porn, it's okay. But unfortunately, it's an email. It's work
Yeah,
related.
exactly.
It's paying one bill or doing something like that, and that's not good for you. After all, I mean, nothing good happened after 10 o'clock at night. That's
Yeah.
exactly what's going on.
Okay. All right, what do you got there for me, Doc? Can I get pregnant from pre-ejaculation fluid? How come I get all the tough ones? How come you ask? So can she get pregnant from the pre-ejaculation fluid? That's
So
a question that they're
the
asking.
quick answer is yes. You can get pregnant from pre-ejaculate fluid. And why is that? And what is pre-ejaculate fluid? So first of all, let's explain like this to the audience. Both men and women have pre-ejaculate fluid. Okay, for men it comes from a gland called Cowper gland. For women it's called Bartholin gland. To make it simple, you have some fluid that is going to lubricate the urethra, the tube that you urinate from, or in this time that ejaculate is going to come,
Okay.
as well as will change the acid-base balance in the vagina.
Oh, so the little swimmers don't die.
Correct.
Okay.
That's correct. That's exactly right. The swimmers are going to feel more comfortable in that environment. The environment in the vagina normally is a very harsh environment. You heard that term before?
Yes.
The environment in the vagina is harsh.
Yes.
Have you heard that before?
Yeah. I like a very nice soft one.
Right. So not harsh environment.
Yes.
So that ejaculate itself, normally if you look under the microscope, in a perfect condition, you don't have any sperm because that material is not coming from the vas, etc. But in the urethra itself and around that area, you have plenty of sperm. And again, you need one sperm to get pregnant. You don't need 20, 30 million or
Yeah.
40 million. That's the number of
Just
sperm you
one
have in
could
ejaculate.
jump into the fluid
one
like a
can
little
jump
highway.
and start swimming like
Like a
crazy,
little-
like Michael Phelps. Boom, boom, boom.
Then that's it.
Gets to the egg,
Boom.
and boom, you have a baby. So if you want to avoid that, absolutely. So you can get. The number two reason is, guys, as much as we think we're in control, we really don't have 100% control.
Yeah.
So we say, well, I can do it. You really cannot have 100% control of your ejaculation.
Because you can't control whether you're making pre-ejaculation or not. Fluid.
That's correct. One, you cannot control the pre-ejaculation fluid, but also sometimes you cannot differentiate between pre-ejaculation to real ejaculation, the material that is coming from your testicle, from your vas, from your prostate out. So it's very difficult for a guy to differentiate between
So
the two.
keep the fluid out.
Absolutely.
You can't get it in because there's gonna be little babies in there.
I know, but how can you tell? How do you know that? So using condoms.
Yeah, you have to use protection.
You have to use protection. You absolutely use protection.
Okay. All right, guys. So there you go. No pre-ejaculation. Nada.
You can get
Can't.
pregnant.
She'll be preggo before you know it.
And then you have a kid.
That's right.
You have tuition to pay. You have
Exactly.
all this stuff.
And nothing good comes out of that.
And
except
sometimes they're cute, sometimes they're not that cute. It depends. It depends on the day. Depends
you better
on the
be
age.
committed. You better be committed.
It's a
it
big
better
deal.
be a big deal. Yes.
Expensive, big deal.
All right.
So be careful.
So be safe. Can I get pregnant during my period? That's a question that I was asked, and it was a lady who was a little bit younger. She was over the age of 18, but under the age of 21. And she asked me this question, and I said, how about you tuning in and watching the show, because I'm not going to respond.
Dr. Brien here.
Yes.
Dr. Captain Brien here. So the quick answer, it depends. So it's not. So a lot of people like to have sex during their period because they feel like, it's safe time of the month, right?
Oh, okay.
Number one. Number two, a lot of people want to have sex during the period. Otherwise, 1/4 of your life you're not going to have sex, right?
And what about your hormones? Are they different during that time?
They are a little bit different, but for both men and for men it's not different, but for women it's a little different. But it's not because of that. It's just because you feel like 7 days out of the month you cannot have sex. That's a lot of time. If
Yeah,
you
that's a no-no.
it's a no-no. So
You
a lot
have
of
to
people,
use it or you lose it.
Oh,
You already told me that at the
that's
start
right.
of this show.
That's
so make sure
that's the
you
slogan. The new
Yes,
Captain
yes.
Brien on his car here. Use it or lose it. So a lot of people like to have sex during that time, and they feel like they don't need to use protection. So the quick answer is it depends. Why is that? One, Brian, I'm not sure if you know that, but sperm can live in the vagina, in the harsh environment of the vagina, between 4 and 5 days.
Oh, wow.
They can survive the environment of the vagina. Those swimmers can survive.
Where do
for
they
4
go?
and
Do they
5
just
days.
hang out in there?
They hang out, they watch TV, they watch the podcast with Captain Brian. They do stuff, they're busy.
I don't blame them
They're
if they
busy.
watch the Captain's
They're
Log.
busy.
God bless those
They're
little
like,
guys.
pumping iron, they're doing
Yeah.
all the stuff that they want to do. They go to
Okay.
the gym, they do whatever they do. But they can hang out in the vagina 4 and 5 days.
Wow.
So it depends on when. So if you are having sex towards the end of the period, and then normally it will take a while until your girl is going to ovulate. But if she has, her menstrual period is not at cycle, it's not at rhythm, she can get pregnant. So I would say, if you are normally using condoms, use condom also during the period.
Okay, there you go, guys. No Skippy. No Skippy. All right, here we go. Next question. You asked this question.
All right. So the question that they asked, I have trouble getting lubricated enough down below. What can I do? Great question, and I appreciate that question.
Was that from a guy or a girl?
From a lady?
Oh, all right. I was
Yeah,
confused.
yeah.
I wasn't sure.
We have baby oil. We use baby
Okay,
oil.
okay.
So we have no problem. So again, the question is, I have trouble getting lubricated enough down below. What can I do? So the quick answer is talk to your spouse or significant other.
Thanks, Dante. Dante says he loves both of us. He can't wait to see us. And Kathleen says, thanks for the words of wisdom. We got you guys. We got you. All right. So
Absolutely. Thanks for listening.
So everybody that's down below, we want them to be what? Very moist.
Number one reason.
Yes.
Number one reason is not enough foreplay. Brian, do you know what foreplay is?
No. Explain
it's
to
not
me.
something you watch on Sunday night.
Oh.
So that's something else. So foreplay, you need to have foreplay. So and foreplay need to be satisfactory for your significant other, for your partner, whoever is in bed with you. So if it takes 5 minutes, it's 5 minutes. If it's 20 minutes, it's 20 minutes. No rush. I mean, we're not kids anymore.
Right.
I mean, we are going to get laid no matter what, right? The more foreplay you have, the better off the sex is. The better off the sex is, the more she or he would like to have it again.
So why is that, Doc? Because of the buildup? Or because of
because
the lubrication?
The
or what?
lubrication for your significant other, it's lubrication. She is going to be moist. It's going to be less painful. She's going to enjoy sex better. She's going to reach an orgasm better. It's going to be better for her.
What about the over-the-counter lubrications that you buy?
So yes and no. So again, if you are in a rush, you don't want to, you wait. KY works, but I like something called Uber Lube. Uber Lube is fantastic. It's like silk. It's amazing.
Uber Lube.
Uber Lube. I
Guys,
really like.
if you guys are watching from Uber Lube, we're taking sponsorships. Just kidding. Okay. So that was a good plug we gave them.
Absolutely. I love Uber Lube. But you know what? If you cannot afford Uber Lube, coconut oil. Coconut oil.
Don't they say grapeseed oil?
I haven't tried that before. I may try it. Right. I mean, you want to make a salad down there. Fruit salad?
I didn't say olive oil. I just said grapeseed oil. I heard that's a thing.
Brian, anything edible is good.
Yeah.
So if you can put it in your mouth, you can put it down there.
Really? Inside it's okay?
Inside, yeah, but when not that. I mean, on the labia, you can put coconut oil, no problem, and it's edible.
Yeah.
And it tastes good.
It tastes like pina coladas.
Absolutely.
Like you're on vacation.
We just need the umbrella and we're looking great.
Perfect.
So it's amazing.
Okay.
So again, those kind of lubricant, absolutely, whatever it takes. If those don't work and you still have pain and discomfort, etc., come to the office. Let's evaluate you. Let's make sure that you're fine, that you have enough of certain hormones. We're going to check your hormones. We're going to check what stages are you postmenopausal. Normally, perimenopausal women, premenopausal women has 6, 7, 8 layers in the vagina. As we get older, the number of layers in the vagina go down, and as a result, the amount of lubrication goes down.
Let me explain to our viewers right now. Dr. Daller owns Revitalize in Fort Myers and Gulfstream Urology. He's one of the leading urologists in Florida, in the whole country, guys. He does the P shot, the O shot, and any other shot you need. But also, listen, he knows what he's talking about. So you're getting amazing knowledge right now from Dr. Daller about all men and women's sexual health for free. So how can you not say, give us a like on the Captain's Log? You know what I'm saying? should help a brother out. Dr. Daller's giving you free advice.
Absolutely.
All right, Doc. So let's hear it.
So again, if that does not work, we have other things. We have laser procedure. We have what we call vaginal rejuvenation procedure using CO2 laser. Amazing. We have the O shot, which is phenomenal. I was trained under the guy that invented the O shot, Dr. Charles Runnels. Amazing guy. We do a lot of those. They work incredibly well.
Excellent. All right, next question. Here we are.
Yeah.
We got a lot of questions, guys.
Question 6.
That I'm trying to do the work. I'm doing the work here, man, making it happen for you guys. I want to have more sex than my boyfriend. Is that the norm? How much sex is normal?
Very good question. So,
Wait, what's normal for married couples and what's normal for boyfriend-girlfriend couples?
Very good question.
Is there a difference?
Yes, there is a difference.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I can't believe
that.
So yes, there is a big difference. So the average married people have between 3 and 4 times a month sex. A month.
Wow.
So once a week sex. But you know, when you're dating at the beginning, you know, having sex every day or every other day is completely normal.
Yeah, you want to hump away all the time. How come that goes away?
You know, good question. It's called marriage. That ring changes everything for some reason.
Wow.
No, I mean, you know, it's stresses of life. It's different things. It's you know, you're busy. You have kids. You start worrying. You have money. You have a bigger house. You start having to pay mortgage and car payment and all this stuff. And
reality sets in.
Correct. And all of a sudden you forget, you know, all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And you have 2 cars. And what do you need 2 cars for? I mean, how many times? What can you drive? I mean, you're better off having 1 car and getting late every day than having 2 cars and getting late once a week.
I agree.
Any day.
I didn't know having cars relate.
No, because it adds stress to your life. It's how you see the bills coming and all of a sudden your car insurance and your car payments and all this stuff. And it's unnecessary. I mean, we collect stuff that are unnecessary, and the important things like sexual relationship, which is extremely important, we don't pay attention to.
Wow.
We same thing about car wash. I mean, we wash our car, we do this, we maintain the car, we change the oil, but to our own body, we don't do any of that stuff. We invest in our car wash, and the car is not that important, much more than in our health.
Yeah, you got to invest in some booty.
So
take them to dinner and give her flowers.
Well,
is that investing in it?
Absolutely. I mean,
it is.
It's relationship. It's not just taking her to dinner and having flowers and saying something nice.
Lindsay says that's true. Yes.
And
we agree, Lindsay.
And again,
get those flowers, girl. Get those flowers.
The best way to get laid is help out. Help with dinner. Wash the dishes. Take the trash out. Do all this stuff. So this audience.
So what about this poor girl? She wants to have sex more than her boyfriend does.
More than a boyfriend. Is that normal? So the quick answer is it happens. Yes, it may be normal, but again, you need to have a conversation with your boyfriend. Today again, we just talk about how stresses in life we have in society, about money and everything else, work and stresses. And work and stresses like that lower your testosterone. As a result of that, you feel like, you know what, I'm overwhelmed. I'd rather go to sleep than have sex. So again, look at stresses, look at hormonal level. In today's environment, a lot of people don't work out, don't exercise, they're a little bit overweight. Again, testosterone goes down with that.
Right.
When you're overweight, your self-image, the way you look in the mirror is not as attractive, and you don't feel like having sex with your spouse. It goes both ways for men and women. So exercising, eating healthy, checking your hormone, making sure you're on track with everything is extremely important.
And what if she doesn't feel like it, and she has kind of like, you know, she's not feeling good about herself? Should she hit the gym right away, or should she go see you first?
I would start with simple stuff. I would start with the gym. I would start with eating healthy. I would do all this stuff. Now, if you know this had been going on for a while, come and see us, and we'll guide you also at the gym. We'll tell you what kind of exercise, what to eat, and again, it costs nothing. We don't charge them anything for all our advice. You come, you get advice from us anytime. You know, DM Captain Brien or DM me, and I will give you all this advice, you know, easily. What to exercise, what to eat.
Dr. Daller always leaves the address and makes comments on the bottom of the post. So if you guys still want to comment even after you're seeing this, because we're not going to be live, we're going to be only live for 10, 15 more minutes, but you're going to see this post for a long time, and we've had thousands and thousands of views on the last few Every podcast we've done has just been really done well.
Remarkable.
So, people are watching it. So most of the people actually watch it when we aren't live. So you just leave your comments on the bottom, and we'll answer them. We watch the post.
Absolutely. And we love that. We appreciate them. Yeah. And other people can read them, and they appreciate that as well.
And if it's something personal, like some of these questions were posted to my DMs directly because they didn't want to post them with their name. I get it. That's fine. We'll answer them. We'll answer them live if we have to.
Absolutely. And we'll never mention your name or anything
Correct.
like that. Like
we do not mention your name. It's all confidential, all anonymous, and we're the only ones that take the blame for it. Just me and the doc. We're the front man. All right, here we go. I'm self-conscious about the taste and image. Oh yeah, I remember this question. I'm self-conscious about the taste and the image of my private parts. What can I do? So I think this female viewer, she's a fan of the show, she said that she'd like to be more active. However, she doesn't really like the appearance and odor of her down belows.
I get that question every day. 10, 15 patients ask me that question, and they say, what can I do? So first of all, welcome to the club. 79%, almost 80% of women don't feel comfortable with their private parts. They are a little bit embarrassed about the odor, the look, how much hair they have, how much hair they don't have, whatever it is, whether they have some gray hair or whatever it is that bothers them. So
they could just shave the hair off. I'll solve that one.
You can
take it right off.
Shave the hair.
Yeah.
You can. So the first thing is, what can you do to improve things? And again, it's true to everything that we talk about. Stay healthy, eat healthy, take care of yourself, eat plenty of vegetables, and fruit are excellent for you, for everything, for the well-being of your vagina, for the well-being of your whole body.
Speaking of fruit and vegetables, why does the asparagus change the whole situation?
So asparagus changes something in your urine. So majority of people don't have an enzyme, and this is completely off the subject.
I know, but I wonder why.
Like to go.
I wonder why.
So,
this is a question from me, Doc. Come on.
So there is a certain enzyme that 75% of the people don't have. I don't have that enzyme. As a result of that, you have that odor in asparagus, but that odor is in your urine, not in the vagina. As a matter of fact, for healthy vagina, asparagus is good for you, and all vegetables are good for you, and all fruit are good for you.
Yeah.
And certain fruit are notorious to have better aroma. For example, pineapple. Is known that if you eat pineapple, you are. But again, I believe it's mainly from the hydration.
If you get the pineapple and then the coconut oil, you got a whole thing. It's like tropical. It's a tropical island. I like that.
So again, healthy living is very important.
Lindsay wants to know about chocolate. What's chocolate going to do for her vagina?
So chocolate overall is not going to do anything for the vagina.
Yeah, you know what it does? Mm-hmm. It satisfies you. I've read this many times. Satisfies you as much as sex. So if you eat a lot of chocolate,
you won't get laid.
You don't get laid.
That's right.
That's the truth.
I agree completely.
That's the truth. You get the same feeling from eating chocolate as you do from having an orgasm, it says.
Brian, I agree with you. If you
stop the chocolate, ladies,
you're going to
get it out.
A lot of dessert.
Yeah,
there's going to be a problem with sex because you're going to say, "Well, I'm happy, I'm satisfied, I don't need something
Correct.
else."
Yeah, that's the worst. You can't go to dinner and then have a chocolate
Brian,
dessert.
Keep them starving.
Yeah,
keep them starving. Don't feed
Stay
them.
thirsty, ladies. Stay thirsty. I'm telling you right now. Don't eat too much. Damn it.
Oh my God, yes.
It's too much. Captain Andy, what's up, buddy? Hey, this is the captain's log. I love it. All right.
That's funny. So again, healthy. But the key is, again, as guys, it really doesn't make any difference to us. We want you to be happy. We want to satisfy you. We want to do whatever it takes to make you happy. If you completely feel uncomfortable with what's going on down, come over to our office. We'll
give you a whole new vagina.
We can improve things for you in many ways.
You do.
Absolutely. I have a nurse practitioner and a physician assistant that they love to do stuff like that. Yeah. Both female practitioners, they're amazing. The women feel very comfortable with them. They will talk to them about what to do, what not to do.
You have the rejuvenate. You have the laser. You could do the laser.
We can do the laser. We can do the O shot. We can make you feel, when you look in the mirror, you say, "Wow, I'm sexy.
Yeah.
I like what I see."
Absolutely.
It's a good feeling.
It is. It works. I've seen it. All the patients come out with a smile.
Right.
So it's a good thing.
Absolutely.
So what's the rest of the day like for you, Doc?
So a couple more things in the office, and then I'm going to the gym, buddy. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to work out. I have a trainer. Her name is Nicole. She's excellent.
She make you work hard?
She makes me. She kills me.
She does?
She kills me, and she's wonderful. And after that, having dinner with my family, we try to cook at home.
Yeah.
Right, as much as we can.
And you got to eat before 7, right?
And I 8 o'clock, the kitchen
8
is
o'clock's
closed.
the cutoff. Yeah,
Right, so we eat at 7 o'clock, and 8 o'clock, the kitchen is closed. There's no snacking.
No snacking, no
snacking.
nothing.
Don't open the refrigerator. You have nothing to do. You can drink water, but that's about it.
And do the kids test you on that?
Yeah, the kids also are the same way. The kitchen is closed, we're done. And the kids are the same way. I mean,
I love that.
yeah,
I think that's
absolutely.
great.
I mean, nothing. I mean, after all, what's going to happen at 9 o'clock? Why are you hungry
I
at
snack
9?
though.
You do?
Even I snack. I just feel like I need sometimes I get so hungry because I guess maybe I'm working out. I'm just burning.
But do you have routinely? Do you have a dinner at 7 or 6 or?
I try to eat by no later than 7:30.
Okay.
But I like to eat it at 6.
Do you eat at home mainly, Brian?
I eat both. About half and half.
Yeah.
I cook a lot, but I also go out a lot. I like to entertain, so I do go out.
Yeah.
But it's like no bread at the table.
Right.
I do like appetizers though, so I got to do an appetizer.
Right. So if you do appetizer, I mean, you can have half an entree. Ask the chef to make half an entree, or split an entree with somebody if you have an appetizer.
Yeah.
Or have a few appetizers. I love that. I love 3 appetizers instead of an appetizer and an entree.
You do. I do that. Yes.
I like small plates.
Sometimes though, I don't. Sometimes the appetizer menu has more calories. I find that they have like a lot of fried things.
True. But you know what, Captain Brien? I had been in your place and we had the seafood platter.
Oh yeah.
And that's healthy.
That's beautiful.
It's lean. Nothing is fried. It's delicious. It's good for you. Aphrodisiac even.
Yeah. What's the best aphrodisiac? They say oysters, but is that true?
No. So there's really, I mean, it's your partner. Your partner is the aphrodisiac. It's what turns you on. There's
you gotta eat that?
You should eat that. But there's no science behind why oysters. Overall, eating oysters, you normally eat it with somebody else. You normally are in the mood. But
I think it's the romance of the eating the oysters. It's not the actual oyster.
And the feel in the mouth of that slurp.
Yeah.
Of that.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I agree with you.
All right, guys.
I agree.
Well, listen, this is the Captain's Log, and Dr. Daller, make you holler. You ask the questions, we give the answers, and anything you guys want, feel free to just message us. Drop the little, there's a little bell on the bottom. Hit that notification. Turn the notifications on. So when we go live, you know it, and you can get on and say hi to us, and you don't even have to go see them this time. So if you always ask the questions when we're live, we answer them, and that saves you money and a trip to the store, to your office, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, how can you talk directly to one of the world's best urologists other than right here on the Captain's Log? Dr. Daller, be good, man.
Buddy, thank you.
We're going to drop you back off. You got to get back to work.
Happy Halloween.
All right. Happy Halloween, everybody.